Fine, I'll tell you, but it's not my fault if you have bad dreams tonight. We were at the beach, as usual for a Saturday. The screams started behind me first, much higher up the bank. They probably got a better idea of the size of it early on. From where we were, it's just a big wave. A couple of the surfers even went running out towards it, but they soon realised it wasn't normal. The wave got dark and domed rather than stretching along the coast. It lifted almost like a bubble ready to burst, and when that thing did finally break the surface, that's when the panic really started. It was pandemonium. Most people just ran. We had a few that tried to save others, dragging them along the sand. Some of us decided hiding was the best option. A few scrambled to get behind the huts, and we climbed down between the rocks. That's how I broke my ankle. Anyway, this thing, it was like a fish, snake, monster creature, easily 40 foot tall. It had these creepy tendrils like tentacles hanging off it all over the place, and these glowing yellow eyes. I was peeking through the gaps in the rocks and watched as it slithered out of the sea onto the sand. As it passed us by, it dragged its hand-claw things through the sand, made huge great trenches. The worst thing, though, was the shrill, shrieking sound, like if nightmares were a noise. Apparently, not everyone heard it. Anyway, we saw it lean over the road and do something. Then it just stopped in its tracks. We couldn't see properly until it was making its way back to the water, but it had grabbed people. I saw at least 3 in one hand and 2 in the other. It just slithered past us back into the water. The same noise thing happened again when it got close, except this time it had human screams on top. When it disappeared into the water, we all kind of waited. Everyone was still in shock, so we just sort of stood there. It was only then that the pain in my ankle really hit me. It was weird, but up until that point, I knew I'd hurt it, but I didn't actually feel it. Tears started flowing, and the eerie silence that was left began to be punctuated by sobs all over. It felt like a lifetime in the moment, but weirdly, once it was over, it felt like everything had happened so quickly. So yeah, there you have it, kids. I was there the first time the Merundin fed. At least in recent history. Apparently, they reckon some of the old sea mythologies are based on it, though. Makes you wonder what other myths are based on some reality, don't it?